I'm going to show you the main hall, but first I want to tell you a little bit about the history of this museum. For economic reasons, the city council couldn't afford the high cost of keeping this museum open. It was inaugurated as a major tourist attraction, but only 10 years later it closed its doors. To this day, it has been closed for about 8 years, since the city council still doesn't want to take on the high costs that reopening the museum would entail. I'm going to show this part here, which over there is like they had a water pool, and what we believe is that they used to do 3D presentations here. Or something like that, since they had a spot for a projector up there. They likely used 3D projection, see directory. Bes Vincent Entrance Hall, Las Dunas Room, Los Cetáceos Room, the sea, the ocean, ships and roads, audiovisual, store, reception. The beach, a crowded ecosystem. Here we have a seagull. Beach flea. Common starling, dead jellyfish, mollusk shell, skate egg, and squid shell. We have several things displayed here. There, how could we not? Trash couldn't be missing, a good representation that this is also part of the sea. All the trash we throw away? Well, it's a nice touch that they included it. Mini bar, souvenir shop. It's all completely empty. Look, there are some shells left here. Here, we have a projection room where I suppose they would watch more information or get an introduction about the museum. Or maybe it could be the last part of the visit to complement it. Although I imagine the projection would be first and then they would enter the museum. It's just that they had the projector room up there. Okay, what I just saw is that there are a ton of bats up there, really a lot. And look, all that bat crap, as you can see, there's one of the beams there. But I'm going to show you this room here, which is full of details. It's the one with the most details. If you look at the panel at the end, it's full of tools we'll see now. And look at the ship's structure. Rivera's old carpentry tools. And here, as you can see, all the tools that remain are on display. Thank you. This is for sanding wood. These three here really look like it. And over there we have the saws or hand saws. Look, look. It would be like a drill bit. So we have this saw. And here's another really big one. Latin sailboat. And the selection of the wood to pick the best wood to make the boats. and the ranking, which would be where the rudder would go. I imagine with a stick inserted in this part here, and it went inside the ship to be able to move this part here. Well, let's see if we can see it from here, Bem. It's a ship. And look at that huge propeller. I mean, look how small the people are down there. Look at the size of the propeller. We're in the main part of the museum, and as you can see up here, we have the bones of a whale, the entire huge skeleton. If you look closely, check out the tail. And check out the skull. It's incredible. It's a shame it can't receive visitors anymore. And look at the whole rib cage. Impressive. Let's keep looking at the rest. And here we have her in the flesh, so to speak. She's a beast. Look. It's shocking to see this so huge up close. And with so much detail. Look at the whale's tail, Bem Bem. And here we have what looks like a calf. This would be right underneath each animal, so that people wouldn't stand directly under them. And here we have a fishing net, well, not a real net, a trap where the fish could enter but couldn't get out anymore, a traditional fishing trap. Thank you very much. Finally, here we have what I think is a beluga, which I believe is also a whale, but much smaller. I had overlooked that we have a hallway here, and it leaves you almost at the same level as the figures. I mean, now we're much closer to them because of this hallway. And we also have some signs like this one that explains a bit about the size, length, 500 centimeters. And about 1,000 kilos in weight. From here we see it much better and closer. Here we have one that they probably removed. They're not all here, from what I can see, because some are missing. There are a lot of cables hanging and not all of them are here. I mean, this must have been incredible when they were all hanging. Look, now that they're close, incredible. This one here, tropical pilot whale. That's definitely the calf of the big one, since it's just a smaller version. And here we have the whale. It's a common rorqual, length 2,000 centimeters and weight over 6,000 kilos in its adult stage. Incredible. It inhabits nearly all oceanic waters worldwide. Thank you. Impressive. You can clearly see it here. It looks much closer. Thank you. Here's the same one's skeleton. What's up? And as close as we can get. Impressive. That's all for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. I loved it since it's rare to visit an abandoned museum. If you enjoyed it, please like and see you next time. See you next time.